Era at Houston County Schools. Its top leader, Mark Scott, is retiring at the end of this month. And Fariha Brar had a heartfelt conversation with him about his journey, his passion for the students, and the legacy he hopes to leave behind. And Fariha, I'm curious, what led him to this decision to retire?
Well, his wife of 34 years actually retired a year before he made his announcement. Scott told us he actually broke the news to the school board members just 5 minutes before making the public announcement last July. After years of busy schedules, hard work, and dedication to the public school system, Mark Scott is retiring in about 3 weeks at the end of May, done after over a decade as superintendent. Surrounded by memorabilia.
This is really neat in my eyes.
And 4 degrees from 3 universities.
And I'm a lifelong learner.
Mark Scott's kept several titles under his belt over the past 40 years in the educational system, but he actually kicked off his career in the prison system as a correctional officer.
And I was attending college at the same time and then started teaching in the prison system. And I taught trade and industrial education, taught heating and air conditioning.
3 years later, he decided to return to his home, Baldwin County, teaching for a decade in the classroom before becoming an assistant principal at the high school, then principal at Oak Hill Middle.
The superintendent at the time signed me up for a program that's a superintendent professional development program. And at that point, I think he saw in me more than I saw in me.
Eventually appointed superintendent 11 years ago.
This graduating class were second graders when I became superintendent.
And preschoolers while he was the assistant superintendent for 3 years, making it his mission to empower all those who came through his district.
Being an advocate for students who maybe can't be an advocate for themselves or don't have someone to be an advocate for them, and I've always tried to champion those students.
Challenges like keeping up with the growing population, eliminating graduation gaps, evolving curriculums, culture shifts, and daily operations over a decade, all worth it to Scott just to witness his students succeed.
Seeing the students and then you build a relationship with students. And I had a girl that was in preschool and she graduated high school last year, kind of seeing the full circle, from start to finish.
Scott's final lesson for educators, administrators, staff, and students.
Regardless of what background you come from or what economic circumstances you come from, I feel like that education's the great equalizer, and even to this day.
Now, he is certainly leaving behind a legacy. Richard Rogers, Houston County's current deputy superintendent, is taking over Scott's seat when the school year ends. And as for Scott's retirement plans, well, he told us he's going to spend more time with his wife, his son, and his daughter, who's actually getting married later this year. He's going to stay outdoors more, hoping to play more golf, in addition to lots of rest. It's very well deserved. Congratulations, Dr. Scott.
A big congratulations to Dr. Scott. I know he's glad to be spending time with his family.